Making money online isn't just about where you live. There are real worldwide options that anyone can use if you know where to look. I have tested hundreds of ways to earn online, and in this video I'll show you some of the best ways to earn online right now, no matter your background, income goals, or location. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael, and on this channel here I share real, no BS ways to make money online. From quick side hustles you can start for free to methods that can potentially grow into a full-time income online. And recently a lot of you have asked me for an updated video about worldwide earning opportunities. So today I'll go through some of the best legit options that work globally. I'll also give you examples for each method and share insights from my own experiences so you know what to expect before you get started. So let's get into the first option. So just before we go over the options I want to show you here, then I just want to talk a little bit about the earning potential, because the majority of these options I will show you here are for extra money on the side. So that means it's not something that you can do for a living or anything like that. It is methods where you can just join for free, start earning right now, but just for some extra money on the side. There are also a few that potentially can grow into a lot more, but it's always important when it comes to earning online to be realistic. So the options that can potentially grow into more, that potentially can even grow into a full-time income or more in some cases, that will of course also require more time and effort. There is no magic way where you can just put in an hour here and now and then become a millionaire overnight and never have to work again. That's not how it works to make money online. So the income potential also depends on the effort you are willing to put in. So I just wanted to make that completely clear before we get started. There is no magic way to become rich, and anyone that claims that online will just end up scamming you. And be careful of that, because there are many scammers out there. So let's now go over these legit options and I will explain each of them, and then you can decide which of these options are for you. When it comes to an easy way to start earning some extra money online, we have to talk about paid surveys, because it is one of the easiest, fastest ways to earn a bit of extra money on the side. And there are actually survey sites that are available more or less worldwide. For example, Ponce is one example. Another option is Survey.io, but these are just examples. But in general, paid surveys, the amount of opportunities, how much you can earn, depends a lot on your country. In some countries, this can be a great side hustle on its own. In other countries, even with these global platforms here, it can be very hard to just earn $1 a day. So that's just something to keep in mind, but it's one of the easiest ways to get started. I do have a list on my website of the best international survey sites, so I'll leave a link below. Those platforms are platforms where you can join from basically all countries and also find surveys no matter where you live. But in some countries, there are of course a lot more surveys than in other countries. So if you live in a country where there's not a lot of paid surveys, then do not get frustrated about that. I often hear that, oh, there's no paid service, I can't earn. Well, that's why I have this video where I'll show you 11 different methods. So no matter where you live, no matter what you're interested in, there will be options for you. So let's move on to the next option. Next, let's talk about micro tasks or micro jobs. And there are many platforms that offer this type of work. And what's great about it is that you can do them from all countries, and they're very easy. Often it's small social media tasks or other type of tasks. Just always choose wisely, because sometimes those type of jobs really do not pay well. But one platform where you can earn like this is, for example, Timebox. It's one of my favorites for this, but even here also you have to be critical about the different type of micro tasks you're choosing. Timebox is one of the platforms that actually also offer many other ways to earn, but I do have a list also on my website of the best micro job websites, so I'll also leave a link to that below. Next, let's talk about free crypto mining, because traditionally people understand crypto mining as something that takes a lot of investment in expensive equipment, takes a lot of electricity, but there are some projects where you actually can just join for free and click a button once a day, and then you will earn a bit of crypto. It's of course not something that will make you rich or anything like that, and some of these platforms also, you don't know how they will actually turn out. Sometimes if you get in early, that's when you get the best opportunities, but you also don't know if the token will actually end up launching. There are some where you can also earn and mine tokens that are already live, but it can be an option. One of the most famous opportunities like this is Pi Network, where you just click a button once a day and then you will mine for 24 hours. Another one can, for example, be the Mirror Network. This one is one where you also need an invitation code to actually be able to join. I do have a full list also of all the best free mining options that I have come across. I'll leave a link to that below there. You can also find the invitation code, for example, for Mirror and for the other platforms. And in general, the options I talk about here, some of them give you a joining bonus if you join through an invitation link. Some of them requires an invitation code. You can find all that through the links I will leave below here. And at the same time, that would also support my channel, which means that I can keep making videos like this to help you find the best opportunities for that. So I would definitely appreciate that support. Data entry can also be a great global way to make money online. Depending on your preferences and goals, you can find platforms where you can just join and do small data entry tasks here and now and start earning a bit extra. But there are also platforms where you can find potentially part-time or full-time data entry jobs and grow it into a full-time income. It requires you to be able to focus for a little bit longer at a time and also to do repetitive tasks. But if you don't mind that, then data entry jobs is definitely one of the ways you can earn no matter where you live, because usually there are no restrictions for your country when it comes to this type of task. Of course, you need to make sure you join a platform that pay in a method that is good for you, but definitely something worth looking into. And this list I'm on here now also, I have that on my website where you can find the best data entry platforms or job sites that I've come across. So you can just click if you think this option is for you below and then see the full list, full tutorials of all the platforms and all that. If you're interested in potentially building a full-time income or even more online, then you can actually also do that from all countries, for example, by using YouTube. YouTube is, in my opinion, a great way as a beginner, especially if you combine it with affiliate marketing and learn to do it the right way. You can see my channel itself. This is the one that I have grown from scratch, started from nothing with no experience, nothing there, and now have more than 500,000 subscribers. And it is a part of what has allowed me to now work completely on my own terms when and where I want to. So YouTube can definitely be a great option, but you of course need to be aware that this is not something that will happen overnight. This is something, if you're thinking long term and you are willing to put in time and effort over a longer period of time and be consistent and take action. And then you can do it in a way where you don't even have to show your face, you don't have to have any experience, anything like that. And if that's something you think you're interested in, I will leave a link below so you can go and learn more about my top recommended way to learn this step by step, so you know that you will actually do it the right way, because if not, you can also end up wasting a lot of time. When it comes to making money from anywhere, then we of course also have to talk about freelancing. And freelancing can be great because basically no matter the skill you have, you can actually outsource it online. That doesn't matter whether it is, for example, even data entry you can also do on freelancing platforms. It can be design, it can even be fitness, it can be whatever you can think of. People are actually looking for freelancers online. And one of the most popular platforms for freelancers is of course Fiverr. There's also Upwork. There's a ton of others. And I also do have a list of the best freelancing platforms on my website. I'll also leave a link to that below. But just keep in mind that no matter the platform you join, you need to put in time and effort. When you first start, you need to take time to build up a portfolio, to build up a reputation, to offer lower prices, great service, get some great reviews, and then eventually it can build up. Some people make really good money as a freelancer, a great full-time income, but it doesn't happen overnight. Some people think that they can just join Fiverr, for example, post a random job, and then the jobs will just keep coming in. That's not how it works. It takes a lot of time and effort, and there's a lot of competition, so keep that in mind. But the great freelancers, they can definitely also earn great money. So before moving on to the next options, it would be great if you could just take 1 second to like this video. And if you're not yet a subscriber, then also please hit the subscribe button. That is a free, easy way to support my channel so I can keep producing videos and content like this, and I would definitely appreciate that support. AI training jobs or tasks can be another great way to earn money online. It can both be a way to earn a bit of extra money on the side here and now, and there are also platforms and jobs where it can be more long-term or part-time jobs. So it all depends on what type of work you are interested in. And more of these are becoming popular because regular data entry jobs, as I talked about earlier, many of those are transitioning into what you can call AI training jobs. So some of the platforms that offer data entry jobs also offer this type of jobs, but I also do have a list on my website of the specific AI training job platforms where you can find tasks like this, both the short, easy ones where you can join right now just to earn a bit extra, but also platforms where you potentially can build it up to something more. You can actually also earn by playing games, and that can be a fun way to earn a bit extra if you like playing games on your phone anyways. And there are many get paid to sites where you can find games, you can play, download them, and then you earn depending on the levels you reach and all that. But keep in mind that it's not a great earning opportunity if you only do it for the earnings. You should in general do it if you also enjoy playing the games, because then you would do it anyways, and now you can then earn a bit extra. And one of the best platforms or highest paying get paid to sites for these gaming offers is FreeCast. I have tested hundreds of options, and in most countries, especially so-called tier 1 countries, FreeCast is one of the better options. In other countries, there can be other options that are better. I also do have a list of the best platforms and sites where you can earn by playing games. I will also leave a link to that below so you can go and check that out if you think this is one of the options you want to give a go. You can also get paid to click ads, and this is a popular way to earn. Many people ask me about this every single day. So-called PTC or pay to click sites, there are many of those, but there are also so many of them that are a complete waste of time. One of the best ones that I have come across is Coinsupply, where you earn the most for clicking ads. There are also other. I do have a list on my website of the best PTC sites you can join in my experience and opinion, so I'll also leave a link to that below. But be aware that when it comes to clicking ads, it's very important to be realistic. No matter which platforms you join, even if you join the ones that I have tested and found to be the best, you will not earn a lot. It is one of the least effective ways to earn online. So keep that in mind, so you do it with the right expectations. But if you still insist that this is a way you want to earn a bit extra, then these are the best options that I have come across. Speaking of earning methods that are popular but give very low earnings, we have to talk about watching videos, because there are also some platforms that actually offer you to earn by watching random videos. And one of the platforms that offer this is PriceRebel. This is actually a great get paid to site, in my opinion, one that I have used for many years. I would however say that again, watching videos is one of the lowest paying earning methods you can use together with clicking ads. So even if you do it on PriceRebel or some of the other my top recommended ways to earn by watching videos, I will also leave a link to a list I have of that below, then this is not an effective way to earn. PriceRebel and other platforms that offer this type of earning methods, they also pay a lot more for other earning methods. So keep that in mind, because I often see people saying like, oh, I want to find a platform where I can earn $1 per 30-second video I watch. You cannot find that. Platforms that offer that, and there are platforms that claims that they charge a fee and they will end up scamming you. Stay away from methods like that, because you will never get paid from platforms that offer something like that. This earning method has a very low income potential, so keep that in mind. So the last option I want to talk about is passive income apps. And there are several options like this where you can install it on your computer or on your phone, and then, for example, just earn in the background whenever you're online by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. And most of these platforms also are available no matter where you live. Again, the earning potential will vary depending on your location, on your internet connection, but it can be a great way to earn a bit extra in the background, because once you've set it up, you do not have to do anything extra, and you can then earn in the background while you use some of the other online earning methods. And one platform that I found is great for this is Grass, but this is just one example. Pawns that I talked about earlier in this video here, it's actually another one that offers also, but I do have a list on my website also of the best passive income apps like this, so you can find a full list of the different options and find the ones that fit you the best. I will also leave a link to that below. So here at the end, I just want to make one thing clear, and that is there is no best option, because it all depends on your goals. There are opportunities here that can help you earn a bit extra here now, no matter where you live, and there are some that requires more effort that can potentially build into something more. But the reality is that there are no excuses, because I very often see people saying like, oh, I can't earn from where I live. You can if you find the right methods. Yes, there are some options that are not great in some locations, limitations. That's just the reality of how online earning works, but there are opportunities no matter where you live. For example, if we talk about something like YouTube, that's possible no matter where you live if you have access to YouTube, but no matter where you live, that will take time and effort, and you need to learn the right skills. You will need to put in consistent effort over a longer period of time to actually see results. Whereas, for example, paid service, yes, in some countries you really do not get a lot of options like that, but then don't be angry about that. Don't waste your time complaining about that. Just use some of the other options. If you're looking for a bit of extra side income and you have a hard time, for example, finding paid service in your country, then try something like small data entry jobs. There are options no matter where you live. You just need to be willing to put in some time and effort to test the best platform, the best methods for you, depending also on your goals and the time and effort you're willing to put into this. So be realistic, set your goals, and then take action based on that. Use this method here. You can use several of them. Each of these methods I showed have many different platforms, and I'll leave links below to this full list so you can easily get started. And you can join several different methods. You can join several different platforms within one method. That's all up to you depending on your goal, how much time and effort you're willing to put into this. And I hope this video helped you and gave you some inspiration. Many of you have asked me about it. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments below and I will make sure to get back to you. And then if the video helped you, I would really appreciate if you could give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.